I want to speak about this house I was living in. I was renting that I got illegally evicted from. Mm, well, I noticed some things were going on, and I was also like being harassed at this house. But every time I would leave my house, when I come back, I knew somebody had been in my house. There was things missing, things were out of place. There'd be like stuff on the counter. So somebody was coming in there and doing something with my food and stuff like that. Um, I ended up getting sick, and I've been in the hospital for a week and a half, where I had like E. coli or Ebola, something in my liver, which just almost killed me. I was in bed for a week straight. I couldn't get out of bed. Um, yeah, it was shutting my body down. I literally didn't get out of bed for a week, and I had to call the ambulance to come and get me, and I almost died in the hospital. But the landlord, Cindy and Frank, I had done work for them. Dennis, Debbie, I had done work for the whole family, doing houses, fixing up, painting, or whatever. And so I thought these people would be okay to rent from. Fix up the house, redid the kitchen, the bathroom, everything. And I was noticing things going on with the neighbors, like they had a pool in the backyard, but they wasn't swimming in it. And I could see them going back and forth to the shed, putting chemicals in it, all different kinds of bags of chemicals. And they would have it covered up for a long time, and they'd go out there and I could hear them scraping the stuff in the pool, crunching it up, making methamphetamine. I told my landlord, they didn't do nothing. These people started harassing me. The landlord and these people, they were outside of my house every night, causing me trouble. I had to get a camera. I had these people on camera. Literally every day when I left my house, these people were right in my house because they literally lived like 20, 50 feet away from me. I mean, um, it got to the point where they were outside my house and they had other people outside my house night and day. Night and day. I was fighting with these people night and day. They were coming in my house when I was in my house sleeping. I'd be up all night falling asleep to try to, because I knew these people were coming in my house. I had them on video camera. They were doing some kind of rituals out in my yard, like satanic ritual type things out in my yard. They were steady harassing me, nonstop, nonstop. And I told my landlord, she said she didn't believe me. Come to the point why she didn't believe me because she was involved. Okay, it got to the point where these people were blowing smoke under the doors, under the house, into the walls, um, into the windows. I'm the one that always have my windows open because I like the light. Um, I started having to keep my windows shut because they were blowing some kind of white powder smoke in my house. And then when I started to keep all my windows closed, they were still outside my house night and day, night and day, night and day harassing me. And they started blowing this smoke stuff in through the air conditioner. So I'd be sitting on my couch and all this white puffy smoke stuff. I could see it coming in, and these people were in my house more than I was. That they had my phone hacked, my laptop hacked, my TV hacked, to where they were controlling my devices from their home right next door or from right outside of my house. I couldn't even make any phone calls. I couldn't do nothing. These people were watching me on my own cameras. I had video of these people in my house. I had video of these people outside of my house. Nobody would do nothing. Law officials wouldn't do nothing. These people kept harassing me night and day for months straight. I was calling law enforcement every day. I was calling law enforcement every day and couldn't get no help. But they knew my family and everybody was involved in this. These people, when I leave, they even put shit all in my house. Stuff in my food. Stuff in my food. And the police wouldn't help me. They called me crazy, said none of this is going on. I had it on videotape, but they didn't even care to see. The Pasco County Sheriff's Department. They kept sending out the same officers. Sometimes they wouldn't even have an officer come out when I called. One day I seen one of these officers that came to my house. He was literally over chit-chatting with the people next door. And I was like, okay. I see now why I'm not getting no help. These people were stealing my mail. My bank kept getting drained. I couldn't leave my house. And these people were literally trying to come in my house, and I'm fighting them. I having to board up my doors. And literally, as I'm trying to board the window up on the doors, they're trying to come in as I'm trying to do that. And I ended up going and getting bat and hit one of them in their hand where they were trying to come in when I was trying to board up the windows on the doors. And you hear him say, "Ow!" I was like, "I told you not to fuck with me." Yeah, but I was calling law enforcement every day, and they just stopped coming. They weren't helping at all. They were calling me crazy. I had all this on videotape. It got so bad, like I said, they had all my stuff hacked. I couldn't make any phone calls. They had my email, everything hacked. My TV, they were changing my TV. It got really bad. And my landlord, I told her what was going on, and she said that I'm lying, this and this and that. And then she started texting me, harassing me, telling me I'm a prostitute, I need to take my medication. I was like, what? What? Because she was involved. Cindy Wilkinson, Hooker, what do you want to call her name? We're texting back and forth, and I told her she had to be ashamed of herself. She ended up evicting me for no reason because I was trying to speak the truth. All I was trying to do as a right human being, as thinking these people were my friends and I've done work for them and their whole family, that I was doing the right thing by telling them about the neighbors, because at any given time, that whole little corner right there that we were living in could have went up in smoke. Somebody could have died, and there was a child in that house. But nobody cared. It's because they were all involved in it. And something needs to happen in this community, because this community is not right. Like I said, they had my whole house smelling like shit. I literally had like shit all over everything in my house. They put shit on my house. I'd hear them on the roof, and they sound like they were vacuuming with the shop vac or something, putting like shit water from their animals all in my house, and it was seeping through the walls to get me sick. I couldn't even leave my house. But this is the kind of community that I live in. This is the kind of stuff that I deal with on a daily basis that nobody wants to do nothing about. Right? Y'all have a blessed day, man.